Minecraft has been getting more and more complex over the years. I mean, what the f is that? I feel like Minecraft just doesn't feel like the game I used to play back when I was a kid. I want to go back in time when I would wake up early just to log on to my Minecraft world and say hello to the diamond house I built in creative. So let's collect a swig of nostalgia and go back to the old Minecraft we all loved. Welcome to my 100-day journey in old Minecraft. Also, we are approaching 5,000 subscribers, so if you're new around here, consider subscribing.
No.
So before the 100 days hit, I had a few goals in mind. Number 1, I needed to get full enchanted diamond armor. Number 2, I wanted to build a huge house. And number 3, I had to beat the Ender Dragon, all in the 100-day time frame. Will I be able to do it, or will I fail and lose everything? I spawned into my new Minecraft world. I am standing on a tree, like a literal monkey. So the first operation was to get lots of wood. So I cut down lots of trees, and then got sidetracked by this sweet thirst for murder. Yeah, I killed every single animal in the area. After committing mass murder, I made myself a little starter house. Nothing special, just a house to keep me safe. The next day I made a mine inside my house to hopefully find some iron. Funny enough, acquiring iron was very easy. Day 3 I decided to go kill some more animals. Jesus Christ, I'm a horrible person. Today I went cave exploring and found a huge ravine. I turned the corner and a creeper made a leap of faith and literally died. Yeah, the creeper definitely has an IQ of a pebble. Soon after, I made my way back up to my house and this zombie was simply staring at me. Whatever this was, I found this quite attractive. At the end of the day, I wanted to move out of this insignificant tiny shack that I made on night 1. So I ventured out to find a new spot to build my new and improved house. Today I found the perfect place where I wanted to build the house. A cliff house would be perfect for this mountain. Day 7 was the first day of constructing the new house. The first thing to start was building the bridge. This bridge was to stretch across the water and reach into the mountain. This was a big project, so I started on the bridge right away, but soon ran out of wood and had to go get some more. Yeah, the type of wood I wanted was located across the world, so adventure time. Day 8, I found the wood that I wanted, so I proceeded to cut down multiple trees and took the saplings to soon make my own forest. Now this is profit. Day 9 and 10 was spent building the bridge. Yeah, this was gonna take longer than I thought. The next day was spent digging into the mountain to make room for my house. I built up some pillars, got some wood, built some more pillars, got more wood, made a floor. Day 12 I got saplings. Why am I like this? I had 20 minutes to do something productive, but no, I choose to get saplings. Like what the actual fuck? I was actually a lot more productive this day. I dug out an area for the staircase and started production on it. The two main resources that I used were cobblestone and oak planks. Yes, this is as basic as it gets. I mean, what can I say? I'm literally playing in the most scuffed version of Minecraft. I made pillars on day 14. The difference is these ones are inside because I am a man of class. Day 15 I finished the stairwell. Yeah, after I made the platform, I noticed that the house was a major eyesore. I mean, this thing looks like it was made by someone with the mental capacity of a walrus, so I wanted to fix this mistake of a build. I went and evened it out and made it look less like shit. Day 16 was more construction on the house. I mined back the walls of the mountain to make a bigger area. This house was going to be massive. Day 17 I placed one oak log. Looking back on this, I asked myself one question. What the fuck was I doing? Day 18 I realized that you have to break a wooden slab, not with your axe, but with your pickaxe. Wow, now this is some stone age right here. Day 19 I made a bunch of giant wooden pillars, but these ones were just as big as something else I have. Okay, that's cap. Also, I gotta really stop building pillars. This day was a great day. I made the centerpiece of my house, the balcony. I mean, what is a Minecraft house without a balcony? Day 21 was the day I was to work on the roof of my house. This was to ensure safety upon this house. No mob, no creature will ever enter under my watch. Well, I mean, on day 22, this creeper walked up to me, but luckily I had a gun, so I shot him. My friend here, Gloom, he's already taken, he's cracked in Minecraft, my guy. These walls in the staircase were, well, not quite the nicest, so I replaced it with some wood, and I think they turned out pretty nice. It was time to take a break from the building, make a slight shift over to burning animals alive, and eating their remains. I mean, this is an act that can be made in Minecraft, but take this act into real life and you will literally commit a crime and go to jail for 5 years. Don't recommend it. Day 25 was back to building. I added some waterfalls on the side of my house. I mean, how cool does that sound? Day 26, I finished digging out the basement to my house and added some wood to the floor. This was where the house was getting cool. This happiness, however, was short-lived because I took a step outside and a swarm of mobs came to attack me. So with my bow and sword in hand, I rushed out with the cry of war from the south. Yeah, I know, with all that English poetry aside, I killed them all. They do be dead though. I started day 27 by shaving away at this tree to get bushes for some decorations. And finally, finished the basement. Wow, it looked very good. This day I made a giant strip mine. The first thing I needed to do was to mine down to Y12. This was to have the highest chance to find diamonds. And don't ask me how I'm able to understand what all this means. Like, why is there a pie chart on the side of my screen? I've haven't seen this since grade 3. At the bottom of the mine, I made it look a bit nicer. I added some oak pillars. I added a water pool at the bottom so I can jump into it when going down. After, I also added a ladder to get back up to my house from the mine. And after that, I went mining. I actually found my first diamonds. Yeah, I was pretty excited. I mean, it was only 4, but I was still pretty happy. I was still mining on day 31. Quite a disappointment. Finally, on day 32, I was done mining, and I went up the stairs of my house, and a creeper came rushing around the corner. So I did a full 180 and ran to soon come back with my powerful, unenchanted bow and make 3 quick headshots. This was 100% deserved of a classic Halo teabag. Oh, and I also made a diamond pickaxe. Wait, no, sorry, a diamond hoe.
What is that?
Day 33, I tore down the little starter house on the side of my huge mansion. Yeah, that thing needed to go. And I also made a farm so I can never run out of food and keep a sustaining life. I was working on the farm on the second day as well. I added some decorations to it to fit the aesthetic of my house and added a path made out of gravel and cobblestone. Day 35, I ventured out to get my hands on the sweet white liquid that the cows produce. Let's go! On day 36, I've acquired the legendary cake. So I made that delicious dessert and placed it on some light bushes and took a huge bite out of the cake. This was the best thing that ever happened in the 36 days I've spent on this world. I knew I had to make an animal breeding farm sometime, so today was the day. A huge dirt path was made at the base of my house for easy access. I built up huge walls of bushes to keep my animals safe from intruders, even though I'm playing alone. Haha, yeah, I'm pretty lonely. A creeper and skeleton decided to attack me on day 38, but with the bow in my right hand, they stood no chance. Day 39, I dug out the dirt floor of my animal breeding center and added a mix between cobblestone and gravel. At the end of the day, I finished off the animal pen by adding an oak roof to the top. It was time to add some profit makers. I was going to literally inbreed animals for a living. God, my life is sad. I ignored getting animals for today and focused my attention on the farm roof. This was soon finished, and it looks stunning. Day 42 was spent getting my animal profit workers. The main target was cows, so I searched far and wide for a cow, until one walks into my view of sight. I quickly pulled out my wheat and went to work. I started with one cow following me, to a whole goddamn family of 8. So I pushed these helpless animals into their confined cages and went to inbreeding. Alabama style. Day 43 and 44 was spent mining. Nothing too special. Found a couple diamonds, and that's basically it. Day 45 was spent above ground. Yeah, no, that's cap. I was still underground mining and exploring this abandoned mine shaft. Day 46, I encountered a spider spawner. These things were possessed. They were much more aggressive and were infected with the power of poison. This was a tough encounter, but I pulled together my wits and slowly broke the spider spawner. This was the day I was to leave the mine, but the one problem was I was completely lost and alone. The only thing I was accompanied by was the faint pitch of my conscience. Throughout the struggle, I made my way to a patch of sand, and it revealed the surface. I was enlightened with joy to finally make my way out of that dark cave. I started off the day with breeding my happy family of animals. I'm kind of surprised none of them had birth defects. I mean, they were literally breeding amongst their own family. Well, looking past the horrible fact of me being a literal maniac, I found some dogs and let them touch my bone. They were immediately pleased, and hearts came fluttering out of their sweet fur. Finally, I have officially not been rejected for once. This was a start to a new beginning. These dogs that I collected had no place to stay, and I wanted to make something special for them. So I made a corner just dedicated for my dogs. I added some green wool and some paintings for a comfy feel. It was officially 50 days into this amazing journey. I needed to celebrate, so I made some cake and ventured out to skin some more sheep for the greater good. This was to make a giant 50-day sign to celebrate making it this far. Day 51, I found not 1, not 2, but 3 spawners in one mine shaft. Day 52, I made the discovery that I was completely lost in this cave. So I made the struggle of digging upwards from one of the spawner rooms and made my way back to my home. Day 53 was filled with fun. I went back to mining. I found some diamonds, iron, and some gold. Overall, pretty good mining trip. I found more diamonds on day 54. I was finally getting the feeling of a rich man. Day 55 was the day I was to expand my property, because the more land you own, the more of a powerful god you are. So on day 56, I burnt down all these trees around my base. I replaced all the grass with a mix of cobblestone and gravel. On day 57, I made a giant staircase towards the 50-day sign. After that, I made a giant bush wall around my entire house, not only for decoration, but for safety. No mobs would penetrate these walls because I'm impenetrable. Penetrate. Day 58 and 59 were spent mining. I'm not going to show you the full trip, but I found quite a lot of diamonds and a stack of iron. And I also made an enchanting table. Day 60 was the day I unfortunately realized that I haven't even been to the nether yet. So I quickly made another portal pretty far away from my house, because god damn, those things are hella loud. This was the day I ventured out to the infamous nether. I actually got a very good spawn. It was closed in, and completely safe. So I started on the nether base. Cobblestone walls should be perfect for this job. The enchanting room was the next thing on my list. I dug out a huge area for the desires of all my enchanting needs, and ended the day with looking into the soul of this innocent enderman. He was definitely a social reject. Day 63, my eyes were set on making a full set of enchanted diamond armor. But first, I needed bookshelves, so a sugarcane farm was the way to go. And since I ain't no Mumbo Jumbo, I won't be making one of those automatic farms. I mean, what the hell is a repeater? This was actually a productive day. I picked flowers in the fields of Minecraft, and then made some red wool for a red accent around the enchanting table. Day 65, I was pretty much finished the nether base. This was very cool, and I did not decorate it because I just simply forgot. It is just an empty space. But I mean windows in the nether. Day 66, I adventured into the nether to find some glowstone to finally replace the many torches scattered across my property. I went back from the nether and placed all the glowstone I had, and I came up with a very unique design. Say hello to light plans. I sound delusional. Day 68 was back to making bookshelves, and I want to point something out. Look at how easy it is to craft a book. Day 69, this was the funny number. So what did I do? I enchanted my first 2 armor pieces. The boots got protection 2, and the leggings got blast protection 2. So I got 2 pretty decent enchantments that will definitely be crucial to my survival. Day 70 and day 71 was spent working on the mob XP farm. This was very frustrating to make, but I pulled through and it actually worked. From day 72 to 75, I spent all of my time in the mob XP grinder. I really wanted full enchanted diamond armor, and this was probably one of the worst 2 hours I have ever spent in my life. But yay, I now have a full set of enchanted diamond armor and a sword with fire aspect, so it was all worth it. Okay, no it wasn't. It was time to use the new fire powers that I now have and burn some animals for the profit of food. The animals around the block will now fear me. I am inevitable. Day 77 was the day I went to the nether fortress, but there was one complication. It was surrounded with thick lava that if I fall in, it will all be over. So I used 100% of my brain this time to brainstorm what I was to do. I have to bridge over to the fortress. So I pulled together my nerves and started to bridge across. This was very risky. One gas fireball and I'll fall into a deep ocean of lava. Finally, I connected the bridge and my nerves immediately faded. But there was a new task to focus on now. Blaze rods, one of the last pieces to the puzzle. After swinging and chopping through these yellow looking ass weirdos, I got enough rods to make Eyes of Ender to finally fight the Ender Dragon. Day 78 to 80 was spent looking for diamonds. I now wanted a new set of diamond armor with much better enchants for the final fight. The Ender Dragon will fear me. Day 81 to 82. It was time to hunt for Enderman. This was to be a long and tough journey, but I pulled through and got 2 pearls. 2 pearls? So now I have a combined total of 3 pearls. Now this is just sad. Day 83, I went to the nether to only get one thing, more glowstone, because glowstone is always superior to torches. Day 84, I searched for some ender pearls. Yeah, that's it. Day 85, I completed the full enchanting table. This was a task and a half, but it is finally over. Day 86 to 87 was spent in the mine. Finding these diamonds was found to be quite a difficult task, but I left with 11 diamonds. Back to the mines for day 88. Day 89, I found a spawner. This was getting quite common in my Minecraft world. I looked in the first chest and gazed at the treasures I found. 1 disc and 2 saddles. I looked over at the second chest and opened it. I found my favorite music disc, Cat. I was very happy to see this. Day 90 to 92 was still spent in the mine. But finally, I left and I dug so far, it took me a whole day to get back home. And just in that mining session, I collected 34 diamonds, or now a combined total of 59 diamonds. This was finally enough to make a full diamond set of tools and armor dedicated for the Ender Dragon fight. Beating the game was in my sights, and nothing will stop me. Day 94, I made the logical approach to get ready for the end fight. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm apparently making a fishing pond that I will never use in the future. Day 95, I finished the fishing pond. I soon realized that I had to enchant a full set of diamond armor and weapons and venture to the fortress to beat the Ender Dragon. I had 5 days, so time was tight. I was getting doubts if I was even able to do this. I spent the whole day in my XP farm, desperately trying to enchant my armor and weapons, but with hundreds of zombies slaughtered and many broken swords, I had enough for my fully enchanted armor. This was it. Day 97 was spent preparing for the end, and finally, it was time for the beginning of a new end. I said my goodbyes and said farewell to this house, but I didn't want to feel alone on this journey, so I brought my dogs along. Was this the best idea? Well, we'll have to see. I threw my first pearl, and I was off to a new adventure. Fast forwarding, the last pearl I threw floated towards the mountain. This was not very ideal, but I dug into the mountain, and finally, it was there. The fortress was intimidating, but I was suited up, so the mobs were scared of me. So then I was adventuring through this huge fortress and had a sensation that it was near. It was calling to me. There it is, lying there in front of me, untouched. Day 99. It was time. I have been waiting for this moment since day 1. So with my pearls in my hand, I placed the eyes one by one. With each pearl I placed, my nerves got worse. But finally, the last one was placed. The void, it was staring at me. I knew it was time to face my fears. I took a leap into the end. It was just me and the dragon. With the rumbling roars of the dragon, I destroyed each pillar one by one, with each pillar hurting the dragon bit by bit. The ender dragon swoops down with a taste of death, and I explode the bed. This was my last bed. I had to act fast. I pulled out my bow, latched onto the quiver, and released a fury of arrows. The dragon was weak, but I was strong. So I pulled out my fist and swung. My fist made contact with the dragon. Dragon is dead. So I collected all the XP and the dragon egg and said GG. Ha, you thought? Bro, the dragon literally got shit on. Like, bro, I wasn't even trying, so eat my teabag, bitch. It was day 100. The final day, and as I stand next to my dogs, I put the music disc in its open slot and just listen and watch the beautiful sunrise. I've come such a far way. I overcame obstacles, ran into some bizarre moments, and made some friends along the way. This journey has been perfect. Anyways, if you aren't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Also, join the Discord if you want to contact me personally for whatever reason. The link will be in the description down below. Anyways, I am the best Minecraft player ever.
Stop the cap.